Hello. How you doing today? Good evening. Good morning. Good night. And how are you doing? Thank God it's Friday. This is Oje once again live. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Thank you to my recent subscribers. Thanks to those that have sent in messages, comments, and I truly appreciate where this channel is actually to give voice to men, especially men, and women are also recognized. This channel is not biased. It's the channel that will give everybody a voice. If you choose to come and speak your truths, if you choose to come and let us know what you're going through, yeah, the channel is here for you. You can always reach out, and we will be more than glad to hear your story. Yeah, as you know, usually I would always tell stories of what is going on in the community, in the environment, and on social media and all that. So I was able to lay my hands on a story, very crucial story. It's about a brother. I won't want to waste too much time. Let's go into the story. I saw the story on this same pastor's page, and I want us to look into it and learn lessons. For me, when I post stories or I'm online discussing stories, by the way, this channel, I go live, not because I want to be doing live shows, but I intend to bring people on board so that we can interact and have conversations around what is going on in the society regarding relationship, especially those of us that migrate overseas and things change for us in terms of our relationships. I am a living witness and an example of that. That is why I decide that I need to be talking about relationships so that people get aware and get help. I usually don't tell stories alone. I would also, at the end of the story, talk about lessons that can be learned. That is why I do this. It will be so beneficial if I can have, people come tell their story and, analyze together. I bring quite a lot of people on board to, discuss the story that we get. So that's the essence. I deliberately went to, subscribe to this software so that it will give me the opportunity to bring people on board, because I am not, I would say, I'm not all knowing. I'm not God. So the recent video that I did last weekend, which I will do a rejoinder on tomorrow, when I saw the comments on that video, it has to do with a very recent divorce by one popular YouTuber, Obodo Imbo. The comments on that video, man, it was very interactive. And that's the essence of, getting this software, and the essence of trying to make sure that, we can come together and discuss. Even if it is an hour, we can deliberate and talk about it, and talk about abuse, talk about, challenges that we go through. Again, I say it's not just men that go through abuse. Women too go through abuse. And this platform is not biased in terms of listening to anyone's story. But anyway, not to go too long, not to go too far, to waste time, let's discuss this one. Dr. Shala, good day. I love what you do. I just discovered that my wife has been talking with her ex and deleting chats for months now. She doesn't know that I am aware of it. In fact, she initiates calls with him and clears the history, thinking I don't know. Emotionally, I have begun to check out, but my major concern is my child. And the thoughts of losing her always want to make me go crazy. What can I do? My brother, no one lose a wife. And I want to be sure if this is a solid ground for divorce, because I can't stay with someone I don't trust. And I wouldn't want to wait for them to have this brother is very funny. I wouldn't want to wait for them to have Kerewa before I leave. So I should free her now before it's too late. What do you think, Dr. Shola? So, this is the essence of, bringing stories like this. My brother doesn't want them to Kerewa his wife. You know what he wants to do? He wants to run away and be dreaming and imagining how the wife is being Kerewat. Oh my God. This brother is so funny. When I saw this story, I laughed. But you know what? Usually, as I usually do, I like to see people's comments, to see what people are saying. So let's go check out what people are saying about this guy. Ọlọ́run ju ẹ̀dá lọ, Ọlọ́run Lakisu said, she's a lady. Is there, Oga? Why would you go check your wife's phone instead of you to start praying for her? You are here talking about divorce. She be na same advice now they give women. Better start fasting and pray, fasting and prayer for your wife. Make she for change and become yours alone. Ego, house. Does this thing require fasting and prayers? Please drop a comment if you think fasting and prayer is the solution. She commented again and said, as he pain, you can go and hug transformer, as if it's not same advice men like you give women when they cheat. See, She obìnrin ló dáràn. You people think you can give women IBP. You people think that you can give women IBP. Your comments show you have done worse to your wife. Opono ayirada. You see, that place can be very funny. Violet Tadio said, staying with someone you do not trust, it's heartbroken. She means to say, staying with somebody you do not trust is heartbroken. It can be very heartbroken. Tell her you know everything she's doing and still continue monitoring her. If she continues, then you can ask for divorce. Pam Pam said, before anything, you have to talk. Before anything, you have to talk. Being a man is to be able to discuss a matter without shouting. Ask her questions. African couples don't like to communicate. That's why the relationships mostly fail. Talk, and then you can take a decision. What do you think? Drop a comment. Do you think this one requires to, talking? The first comment was very funny. This Ronke said, I love this. Oh my goodness. See Pepe body. Men don't have shock absorber at all. Just like I laughed. Bros, go on your knees for prayer and fasting for your marriage not to scatter. This is the time your wife needs you most for your support. Need you most for your support for her, not to go astray. I don't understand how in Africa we think prayer and fasting will work for things like this. Does prayer and fasting work? Please drop a comment. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but me, I believe in practicality of things. If you pray, and you don't pray, Bible said, walk and pray. That's what the Bible said. You have to do some things to make your prayer to be functional or for your prayer to be answered. You don't just sit down and be praying. I think this one, well, let's continue. Let's listen to their comments. Akanu said, call our attention to it and make her understand that these are your plans. If such persists, trust is the key to successful relationships. If trust is out sincerely, no need to stress yourself. Once they are clever to the extent of deleting histories of their chat, that's pure cheating. I give it to this guy. Correct. Once you're deleting chats, it means that it means that you are ashamed of what you're doing and you don't want people to know. So if you are ashamed of what you're doing and you don't want anyone to know, then yeah, it's better that you leave. Alaji Moke said, from the way you write, it's clear you love your wife. Please don't wait until things completely fall apart before you talk to her about your discovery and how you feel, not felt, or how you felt, of course. That's correct as well. Uncle, I hope you are not cheating on her too. If you are cheating, please do the needful before talking to her. That's a good question. That's a good question. But I think a man that is cheating, no, that's true. Sometimes our body, to be very frank, now men they concern pass. Men are more worried if their wives are cheating. It's a big deal to us. Don't let me joke about that. It's a big deal to men when their wives are cheating. So even if this guy is cheating, he wouldn't want the imagination of somebody else, knocking our wife is unbearable. Let me put it that way. For me, when I was going to, leave my marriage, it was very tough for me. For months, I couldn't sleep. I had to be using sleeping pills to be able to, get over the fact that I've lost my wife. It was painful, yeah. Oluwakemi said, what kind of conversation are they having? Are they supposed to be enemies? Why not talk to her first instead of just concluding things in your head? That is true. This might be true. Because really, if you look at it, we're not sure what kind of conversation, but the fact that she's deleting, it must be a bad conversation. The fact that she's deleting those text messages. So Oluwakemi, you're not right here. If she was not deleting, that makes sense. But if she's deleting, so apparently something is going wrong. Bukumi said, if women start divorcing because of chats, all marriages will be over by now. When you notice this, it should make you reflect on what you are doing or what is wrong in your relationship. Then have a serious discussion with her, except something else is happening that necessitated divorce plan you have. I love it. Reason why I bring chats, comments on is because some people, they think deeply, they think outside the box, and the way they reason, you get to know how some people's mindset is. The way some people reason, you get to know how their mindset is. And this is a very good comment. If women start divorcing because of chats, all marriages will be over by now. When you notice this, it should make you reflect on what you're doing or what is wrong in your relationship. Then have a serious discussion with her, except something else is happening that necessitated divorce plan you have. That's true. Abimbola said, I don't know why Wahala will sleep jejely and some people will have audacity to go wake it up. Let's see. Let's complete that text. Wake it up. Can you eat your cake and still have it? Please talk to her about it and see if marriage can be saved. That's a nice one. T.Y. Okoyemi said, this is what women go through daily. And their query is, why is she checking his phone? Until we start treating each other as humans before these things called marriage will make sense. Anyway, being sarcastic, uncle, start praying for her and mind your business. Maybe they are just talking business. I don't think they're talking business. They are cheating, because you can't be talking business and deleting it. But indeed, I wish women could learn from men. See him thinking of next action just with little hints. Whether right or false positives, Wait, if it were my gender, she would sleep there and start going to mountain, praying for a cheating spouse, and even doing everything to please him more at our expense until she's consumed and swallowed up. If women will ever make it in this journey, you don't only borrow a leaf from men, because this gender is strategic. They know they fall yakata in love. Their sense they intact, but yeah, women learn likewise. Love with your sense. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Long one and good one. I normally say this thing every time. How prepared are you in case your marriage crash? If care is not taken, all this so-called X will ruin so many marriages. Deep down, married men and women still talk to their ex in one way or the other. But the real thing is, don't make yourself too available, because that's what the ex will capitalize on. And before you know it, you're go knock each other. I'm not a saint, though. I love what this guy said. He said he's not a saint. And it's a fact. Because on a very good day, they will knock each other before you know it. It don't happen. Remy said, exactly. Kumbi said, bro, Biola, bad guy, ni o. Onojule Subiru said, oh, you are not a saint. Of course, he's not a saint. K.A. Adam said, how do you know about this? Talk to her first, hear her out, and if possible, we'd like to hear from her too. One side of the story is a no-go area in 2026. Awesome. That's a good one. Ayola Sherifat said, I thought we had all agreed that we should not check each other's phone. What changed? Maybe she's even the one dropping the comment. Everyone said, that sounds off. So she hasn't done the do. But you already want to jump ship just because she's talking with him, initiating calls and deleting them. At this stage, we don't even know what the conversations are about, and it doesn't look like you want to go the logical route of discussing it. Okay? Are you eager to let her go, or what exactly is going on here? It's possible. It's possible that your guy is just in a hurry to let her go. Yeah, but with the way Bros is sounding, Bros is not willing to let her go. It's because she is saying that the thought of letting her go is difficult. So that means Bros is somehow in love with her. So if for him to even come out and voice out, men will hardly come out if they want to let go. But for him to come out and was seeking help, that means he's still interested in the relationship or in the marriage. Confront her first, Adedoyin said. Please let her bear her mind. He may be the one using her for emotional support, which can be stopped before it gets out of hand. Bailing out is certainly not the solution at this point. Yeah. I don't think divorce is a solution to any marriage. No. So divorce is not a solution to any marriage, whatever. Thank you, Adedoyin, for this. Robert said, nowhere cool. I wonder what people still find from their ex. Deleting chats and hiding communication already breaks trust. You don't need to wait for physical cheating before protecting your peace. However, have an honest conversation first and consider counseling, especially for your child's sake. Awesome. That's a very good summary. If you're deleting chats, that means there's something going on. There is something you are hiding. And that is a no-no. What happened to effective communication, bros? The least you can do is ask her why. Awesome. That's good, Sammy. Shorek said, get your facts, get your evidence, and after challenge her. If she continues with her parole, give her a yellow card. And if she keeps playing negative football or Arsenal after several warnings, bless her with the red card and end the match. This guy is very sarcastic. I love that. What does Pastor Shola think? Abisoye said, he is the one that will decide for you, Abi. It's okay. I love comments, honestly speaking. And I usually will just come with just a few, because if I need to bring all the comments, we will not finish it in 2 hours. So that is the comments that I got for our brother. What do you think? Dr. Shola, good day. I love what you do. I just discovered that my wife has been talking with her ex and deleting chats for months. Now, she doesn't know that I am aware of it. In fact, she initiates calls with him and clears the history. So those are red flags on their own. The fact that she's deleting chats for months now, that means he has been monitoring her. She doesn't know that I am aware of it. In fact, she initiates calls with him and cleared the history. She's the one going to the ex and clearing the history, thinking that bros no. Emotionally, let's digest it. Emotionally, I have begun to check out, but my major concern is my child. Yeah, over months, several months, this guy has been seeing this. It's enough to be emotionally checking out, but I'm not excusing it. It's not a good thing because it's a marriage and your child, I think apparently they have just a child. And the thoughts of losing her always want to make me go crazy. That means the wife must be maybe good in bed or beautiful or something, That's why the thought of losing the wife is, it has happened to me before, so I know what this is going through. What can I do? And I want to be sure if this is a solid ground for divorce. This is no question. It's a solid ground for divorce, but I believe that they should discuss it first. I can't stay with someone I don't trust. Apparently, trust is broken in this marriage. And I wouldn't want to wait for them to have kerewa, sex. Apparently, this guy is thinking far away before I leave. So I should free her now before it's too late. What do you think, Dr. Shola? What do you think? My viewers, please drop a comment. What do you think? But before we go, I usually, like I said, what lessons can we learn from this? What lessons can we learn from this? The first lesson is this. It says, 1, secrecy in a marriage is a red flag, even without proof of infidelity. The moment someone feels the need to hide conversations, especially with an ex, trust is already compromised. You don't need to catch them in bed to know something is wrong. Secrecy is a symptom of a deeper issue. The takeaway from it is that you should pay attention to the patterns, not just the action. That's number 1 takeaway. Pay attention to patterns, not just the action. Secrecy is a symptom of deeper issues. The moment there's secrecy in a marriage, like the video we did in the afternoon, there was a lot of secrecy in terms of finance. When there's no transparency in a marriage, the foundation is shaky already. The foundation is going. Number 2 lesson is trust isn't broken by what you know. It's broken by what you suspect. In this story, the husband doesn't know if there's been physical cheating, but the suspicion, the hiding, and the lies are enough to erode peace. Uncertainty can be more damaging than the truth. Takeaway here is that clarity is kind. If you are hiding something, you are not protecting your partner. You are hurting them. You are hiding something in a relationship, you're not protecting your partner, you're hurting them. It's both ways. It's not just for a man. It's even for women. It's for everyone. Number 3 lesson we can learn is staying for the kids can do more harm than good. Many parents stay in broken marriages out of fear of losing their child or disrupting the family. But children are intuitive. Children are intuitive. They feel tension, distance, and emotional disconnection. A peaceful co-parenting setup is better than a toxic two-parent household. A peaceful co-parenting setup, that is when two parents are separated, but they are successfully or peacefully co-parenting, is better than a toxic two-parent household where husband and wife are living under the same roof, but very toxic. That is not nice. The takeaway here is your child or children needs healthy parents, not just present ones. Parents can be present, but they are not healthy. So children, please, if you are going through very shaky foundation in your marriage, your children needs healthy parents at all times, not just present parents. Parents can, I've been with, I know a friend, the husband stays upstairs, the wife and the children stay downstairs. They don't get to see themselves. They are living under the same roof, but they are not basically, the marriage is toxic. Let me put it that way. That is not nice. Number 4 lesson is emotional infidelity is still infidelity. Society often minimize emotional cheating. That is, but it can be just as damaging as physical affairs. When emotional energy, attention, and intimacy are directed elsewhere, the marriage suffers. Cheating doesn't always start in the bedroom. It starts in the heart. That means the wife is already cheating for her to be, initiating calls and deleting the chats, deleting the history of their calls and all that. That is cheating already. Takeaway is guard your heart and your marriage from emotional leaks. If you need to do that, please do. Number 5, you don't need proof to validate your pain. The man asks, is this solid ground for divorce? As if he needs permission to feel hurt. But pain doesn't require evidence if something feels wrong. It is wrong for you. Your feelings are valid even without a smoking gun. Yeah, the guy is busy asking, is this ground for divorce? When it is obvious that the wife is cheating. Takeaway is don't gaslight yourself into staying somewhere that drains your soul. Stay away from there. Don't gaslight yourself in staying there. If it's draining your soul, you need to leave. Number 6 lesson is confrontation should be done with strategy, not just emotion. Going in angry may feel justified, but it rarely yields clarity. This husband needs to gather his thoughts, seek counsel, and prepare for the conversation. How you confront can determine whether you get healing or more hurt. The key takeaway here is to speak the truth, but speak it with wisdom, not just rage. Speak it with wisdom, not just rage. Number 7, and the final one, living isn't failure. Staying in pain without purpose is. When you live a marriage that has failed, it is not failure. Staying in pain without purpose is the one that is bad. There is a misconception that living in marriage means you failed. No, but sometimes walking away is the bravest, most loving thing you can do for yourself and your child. Staying when trust is dead is not loyalty. It's self-abandonment. Takeaway, Know your worth. You don't have to wait for things to get worse to choose peace. That's it. If you're watching me, which of these 7 lessons hits you hardest? Drop the number in the comments and let me know why. So, my brother, if you're watching my video, I got answers for you. Go through the 7 lessons and make your decision. But yeah, follow through with the 7 lessons and make your decision. But for me, I'll want you to confront her. If it persists, you guys should go see counseling. And if it persists again, I think it's nice to walk out. There was a time that you never knew her, and there will be a time that you wouldn't know, because this lady is obviously still emotionally attached to the ex. There's nothing you can do about it. And you know the funny thing? It is worse if that relationship continues, because it can affect your life. It can affect your life, and in fact, the ex and the ex can brainwash our brain to the extent that she can buy you. You know, women are very crafty. The woman can buy you. So you need to be, you need to do the right thing ASAP, as quickly as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Please drop your comments, like, subscribe, and press the notification bell. You have a very good evening.
So much. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.